did a thing. If any of you guys are on my Instagram, you probably already saw it. Bought a new daily. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest with you. But it is a 2007 BMW 5 Series E61 530xi. The X is for the all-wheel drive system, so it is all-wheel drive. Has the N52 in it, and yeah, it's nothing to write home about. But here she sits. I wish I could have come out on a better day, to be honest with you, to film this, but well, the next couple of days is supposed to rain, and the only good day, I couldn't find time to get out here, so it is what it is. But this is it, man. It's all 100% stock except for the wheels, because I couldn't help myself. And I spoke to my nephew Zane. I was like, hey, your bimmer's on jack stands, let me borrow those wheel adapters so I can throw my RX-8 wheels on there. So I threw my RX-8 wheels on. They're 19s. It's a square setup, 245s all the way around. So the OD on the wheels and tires aren't changed, because with the all-wheel drive system, if you have a staggered setup, I know you can destroy them. So, but this is it, man. So it's a daily driver, so I don't plan on doing anything too crazy with it, kind of deal. But I am thinking about a lot, actually. But I am thinking about, I mean, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do things to it no matter what. Simple things, really. It is gonna be just kind of, I would like to get it lower, 2 different wheels. These would be great for right this second. Obviously you can see it's not perfect by any means. It is kind of jacked up. The front bumper and the rear bumper are by far the worst parts of the car as far as the paint is concerned. You can see it here, scuffs here, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a daily. I got it cheap, actually, which was awesome. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've been thinking about it all week. Like, how do I explain this to you guys? Is there any justification for it? Gets better gas mileage than the Ram or the RX-8 by far, but otherwise else, I don't know, you know. And let me tell you, I was driving yesterday. It was such a beautiful day yesterday. Had the windows down on this thing, the top open. It was, oh man, it was such a vibe. It was so good. And just arguably one of the worst parts, it's an auto, you know, so no third pedal, unfortunately. But it's perfect for a daily driver, because I can just cruise, man. I'm gonna be able to throw the kids in the back, you know, throw the kids in the back. There's a ton of space back here to do dad things, you know. It's just gonna be a good daily driver. I think the first thing I'd like to do is lower it, because it's way too tall right now. It's kind of got some SUV vibes going on. And I see a lot of people online do the 19s or 20s. These are 19s. These are the stock RX-8 R3 wheels, and granted, mine are fucked up. Mine are pretty beat up, and I'd like to get them refurbished, but I don't think that's the move. If anyone knows me, then you know I like a kind of functional fitment, like a non-stancy stuff. But I think I'm gonna try to do some kind of stancy stuff maybe with this. I'll go lower, obviously. I'm thinking 18s with a nice thick tire on it though. I don't know, we got time to play with that and see what happens. So besides like the fitment, right, there's lots of little things to fix. The headlights are all kind of dingy and ugly. The fitment on the hood is not great. I believe there's just an adjustment I can make and bring it back down. Missing the cap here. Again, the headlight. We got the tail lights. So the tail lights are pretty decent shape, except for this centerpiece right here. It's a little dingy on the top, a little yellow, but that's okay. I can fix that. It's not a big deal. I would like to do a different exhaust. All right, so here's the thing. With this car, I want a good tone, but I don't want it to be too loud because this is gonna throw the family in here. I'm gonna drive it to and from work. I'm not trying to do anything crazy with this thing, but I would like to open it up a little bit because it is incredibly quiet, or incredibly quiet for 2007, I guess. I mean, it's a bit loud now compared to newer cars, but it is what it is. But I mean, this is it. My new to me 530xi. And now I'm pumped. Oh, let me show you. This is potentially a bad thing. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but there's a dent up here which kind of sucks, which I didn't see when I first got the car. So I've had the car for a couple weeks now, 2 weeks maybe at best. The video after this will be like the second day I had the car. There was a couple of little things that I had to address, but yeah, I got them addressed, and obviously it's on the road and running. We also have this dent. You probably won't be able to see that. There's like a dent, like someone just sat on the hood or something stupid like that. And I'm gonna pop that up from the back, from the bottom side, and it should be good to go. Okay, so besides the obvious aesthetic challenges that we have, as far as the car is concerned, it has 150,000 miles on it, so it's not new by any means, but I don't care. Again, I got a great price, and it's gonna see daily driving. The important part, right, is the drivetrain. The drivetrain on this is smooth. It's so good. There are no lights. That's a lie. There's one light on the dashboard right now, and that is because I have the RX-8 wheels on there. The tire pressure sensors are obviously freaking it out, and you know, it doesn't know what to do with that crap. So it's like, you know, light. But otherwise else, that's the only light on the dash. I do have a warning for, I believe it's these two bulbs in here that are currently out, but these two work fine and the others work fine. But they're my only two warnings that I have on the car. So yeah, I mean, that's honestly about it. I debated whether or not to introduce the car to the channel or not, because I don't know how fast things will get done. The RX-8 still takes priority, which I need to do an update video for you guys for the RX-8. I've been slacking, but so like I said, I wasn't too sure if I was going to introduce the car to the channel or not, but I am. Obviously, I am. So, you know what? I mean, I think it might help the channel grow a little bit. Have something else on there, and it's completely different from the RX-8 too. I mean, like, honestly, I don't think you get much further from the RX-8 than this. It's a wagon. I mean, this is cool. Guess a bit of a geeky thing, I guess. Geeky, I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for wagons. I love wagons. My first car was a wagon. It was a shameful wagon. It was a comfortable one though. But it was a 92 Buick Roadmaster. It was the baby blue with the fake window panels. It was tragic, but it had the big old V8 in it, and man, it rode smooth. It's long since gone. But I've always had a thing for the wagons, and this, since it came out, this generation, the E60, E61, this was my jam, man. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it, and I thought that was a cool car. Getting sidetracked as per usual, but I just wanted to introduce the channel to it. It does look like a stripper exploded in my car. There is glitter everywhere. You can't really see it in the sun right now, or with the sun being gone, but there's glitter all over there. There's glitter all over the seat. There's glitter here. I don't even understand. So it needs to be cleaned. I kind of just wiped down this area, and I've kind of been, because I was kind of working on it here and there, just kind of put it off on an actual proper wash. So I guess it can only get better, right? Really, at the end of the day. But I mean, that's it, man. That's it. What you guys think? What should we do with it? Like, give me suggestions. Like, obviously I want to lower it. I want to put some wheels on that. Give me suggestions on wheels. Like, what do you guys think? What sort of style should we go for? I've been heavily leaning toward like a BBS kind of style. When number one, we're not throwing BBS wheels on this thing. Although, fun fact, if you don't know, these RX-8 R3 wheels are BBSs, so technically the car has BBSs on it right now. But I've been leaning heavy toward the BBS mesh style wheel with a big fat tire on it, just like something kind of meaty, you know, and get it nice and low. That's kind of why I'm aiming toward the 18s as opposed to the 19s and 20s. Now, the other thing I kind of found is that it is not easy to find suspension for this car, I guess. I was looking at lowering springs right off the bat, and I was like, it's not really going to get me as low as I kind of want. But it's a lot cheaper, and it's a lot faster, instant gratification kind of thing, and it's the daily driver. It's not the main car, and the main car is the RX-8, so this doesn't get all of the attention. So it is what it is, but we'll see. But I want to show me some wheels, man. Throw some wheels down in the comments that you guys think would look cool on this thing, you know, because aesthetically is what I'm mainly focused on, aesthetics with this thing, because it doesn't need to be fast. It's quick enough to do what I need it to do. Highway cruising is a breeze. It's got plenty of power for that. The power band on this thing is just as flat, man. It's smooth all the way through. It's good. It's good. Mostly aesthetics for right now, you know. I would like to update the interior, the system here, the iDrive system. So I'd like to upgrade the audio, potentially, you know, upgrade the iDrive system to something modern, so I can just Bluetooth my phone in instead of having a cord. But otherwise, else than that, it's kind of going to just be about comfort and aesthetics, maybe. You know, maybe I'll take this to some meets and stuff like that. You don't see them very often. Side note, so I've been playing with the idea for a long time about getting a different car for the channel, because I would like the channel to be a success, right? I don't want to just be throwing videos out there and it not actually ever go anywhere. But let's be honest, the RX-8 is not a popular car by any means. They do have a cult following. The rotary guys, I'm a rotary guy, you know, so rotary guys love the rotaries, you know, except for the RX-8's hated a little bit. Everyone just hates on that car. Although a fantastic car. But again, we're getting distracted. So I thought to myself, it'd be cool to get a popular car, you know, bring it on the channel and kind of bring some more people into my world, you know. And so I was thinking about a couple different cars, you know. Something that I could do family stuff with, just like a daily driver. And then this thing popped up, and I was like, let me go test drive it. Test drove it. All right. Yeah, I'm buying this. So, this is not the car I was kind of hoping for, in a way. It is not a popular car here in the States. Wagons aren't as popular as they are in Europe. I think there's still a good wagon community out here, and people like the wagons, but it is not a thing. You just don't see wagons too often in the first place, right? Let alone a BMW wagon. Everybody else buys the 3 Series, you know? That's the other thing. I didn't buy a 3 Series. I bought a 5 Series. I wanted a 5 Series because it's bigger, you know? So, popularity, might as well have just bought another RX-8. It's about the same popularity, I would say. Probably about the same, yeah. But otherwise, well, besides the super bumpy road, that's about it. You made it this far in the video. I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate everyone, but I appreciate if you stuck around to the end, putting up with my rants. Let me know how I can make the videos better. I'll try. I'm still learning a lot. I'll try to get more consistent with the videos. But yeah, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. You guys all have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever it may be. Cheers.